We interrupt this transmission to bring you the following live broadcast.
It's Wednesday. It's 6 p.m. And the air conditioner's still on.
Oh.
And I'm caught on some wires here, so I can't get further away from the camera than this. And I hope we're online. I don't even know. It says we're live. I don't think we're on Facebook.
No
I think we had some issues on Facebook. So I don't know. I hit the button. I think we're on YouTube. I don't think we're on Facebook. I don't know where my phone is to even check. You guys give me a second here. I'm trying to get my...
Right here.
I know, I found it. Yes, I know, but I'm trying to get my headphones organized here. Hey, there I am. Okay. Now I'm no longer tangled around my microphone wire because we literally set up the show with 5 minutes to go.
Not even.
Yeah, probably not even. I don't know. We just kind of... Is that still on?
It's still on.
There it goes. It's off now. Okay, anyway. We're going to make sure let me make sure we're on YouTube. I don't know. We got no viewers, no chat. It says we're live. I don't know. I haven't gotten an email saying we're on. We're on all WNY if you're listening. Hi.
Hi, Mom.
I don't even have my Wi-Fi turned on my phone because I was on the porch.
Oh.
We're waiting on this guy.
Electrician.
Yeah, that guy. And
how funny would it be if one of the members of Working Class Stiff showed up?
hey, that would be great, actually. Oh, hey, Jasmine says hi. All
Hi,
right.
Jasmine.
So apparently we are on YouTube. Okay, good. We're on YouTube. All right. I got to watch this company man video later that just popped up on my phone.
Oh.
Let me see. ThinkSoJoE show.
ThinkSoJoE.
And it says live. So if I click on it, it's got our little squiggly thing there.
I wonder what the squiggly means.
The squiggly is the thing at the start of the show. We interrupt this broadcast. Or this transmission or whatever.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It says we're on. Oh, there we are. There we are. Hey, look.
Hey.
Hey, look. It's us. All right. So we are live. We are good. All right. Cool. That's that was the worst 2 minutes in the history of the show right there.
Not really.
Probably. We're not live from the original post. Got it. Okay. We had some issues. We were trying to sign in with Facebook. I don't know. So thank you, Jasmine, for letting us know that. And we will find out where that is. And we will share that link with the masses. Not them asses, but the masses.
Share it with them asses, too.
Let's share it with them asses. We like them asses. Oh, that's okay. So that's what they're using as a thumbnail. Because this was what we were supposed... All right, I got it. All right. We're going to fix this. We're going to make this work.
Oh, my.
Okay, here we go. We're going to find the link, which is here, share, copy. Okay. And we're going to go on. This is really like the worst intro in the history of the show. Seriously, though. Like, all right. We're going to go and we're going to post on the original post. I think. I don't know what I'm doing.
Where's the original post?
It's coming. There it is.
Is that the original post?
There's the original. All right. Or we'll just go, hey, YouTube link changed on us. It's here. And then it'll give us the little squiggly thing. And then later I'll have to change the thumbnail to this badass Winnipeg Jets inspired thing I did for Canada Day.
Oh, Canada.
Yeah, happy Canada Day.
It's my dad's birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, happy birthday to your late dad.
Yeah.
All right. We're here. We're still waiting on the
electrician.
Yeah, that guy.
The electrician did not come yet.
He has not come yet.
He was supposed to be here at 5:30.
But literally all we need to tell him is...
5 outlets.
Yeah, 4 outlets, really. She's going to tell him 5 just in case. Mm-hmm. So, whatever, yeah. Whatever. But, yeah, anyway. So, hopefully people will be able to find us because we kind of got lost here along the way, and we're on.
Well, Laura found us.
No, Laura did find us. She said we should end the show now because it was the great. It was the best intro ever. So we should leave now. She says. Anyway, at least she found us, and we'll have to fix all the other stuff later. So live stream settings. There's nothing I can do right now. I have to do it later. But anyway,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, tell me about your week, Joe.
What about my week?
I don't know. You've been kind of hypnotized by this.
Well, I got, yeah, of course he no longer, I have Social Fixer on Facebook. It tells me when I'm no longer friends with people.
Oh.
And it's like, you're no longer friends with this guy. Like, yeah, I know. I just unfriended him like 20 minutes ago.
Oh.
Anyway, he's a drummer for a local band, too. And I feel bad whenever I have to delete somebody from a local band.
Yeah.
But he's just, I don't understand Black Lives Matter. Like,
it's really easy to understand.
Yeah,
Just
dude.
go to their website and read about it. Or talk to somebody.
So, update from last week, because we were talking about the NBA Jam Cab last week. And so what had happened was I had to cancel from, who do you call it, Walmart.
Uh-huh.
I'm disoriented, guys. I just literally set up everything and hit play, and then it's like, Facebook Live is not working. And I'm like, okay, cancel. And that's how we got on a different link, is because I had to hit cancel because I didn't see the thing that said, or just go live. What are you going to do? Anyway, so I
You canceled from Walmart.
canceled from Walmart, yes. And so what happened was, I ordered from Home Depot because Home Depot's like, yeah, well, we'll have it to you by Monday or by Tuesday. It was actually supposed to come Tuesday. And so I'm following the shipping because it's shipped out like the next day. So following the shipping, and it's like in Syracuse on Friday night.
Yeah.
At like 1 a.m. And I'm like, okay, if it leaves Syracuse anytime in the next few hours, it'll get to Buffalo plenty of time to get on the truck for delivery. Nope. it left within the next few hours. It was in Buffalo by like 5:30, but fuck throwing it on a truck. Let's just keep it in the fucking warehouse all weekend. Right? So finally, Monday comes around, and I used, I'm a My Choice paid member, so I get 2 every year of, I can guarantee 2-hour windows. Mm-hmm. And I've already used one, so I'm like, you know what? If I'm ever going to use the other one, this is the time. So I'm like, all right, let me do this. And let me guarantee a 2-hour window. So it was supposed to come between 12:15 and 2:15. And so what they did was, I'm sitting here, I'm checking the tracking. I happen to click on the tracking, and it says something about pickup. And then it says, estimated date to Tuesday. And I'm like, what in the fuck is going on? So I call UPS. Now I'm pissed. I'm like, yo, can you explain this to me? What is going on? Where's my package? Like, I've been waiting long enough for this. I paid a lot of money for this. I kind of, and I used my 2-hour window, my last 2-hour window, so that I can get it at, know when to expect it. Mostly because I knew it was 100 pounds and I wanted to help the guy.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so I call and they're like, well, this is really weird. It might be a glitch. We don't know. Let me get your information and we'll give you a call back. Like within the hour. I said, okay, sounds good. Let's do that. Okay, so I go on to, so I go and then I click on it on refresh and it says delivered. At 12:20, it's delivered. I said, well, what in the fuck? So I'm like, all right, it's here. So I go outside. It says it was delivered to the front door. So I go out the front door, look around. It's not in the hallway. It's not on the porch. Where the fuck is it? It says it's delivered. So now I'm like, what the fuck, So I'm on Twitter and I'm bitching and I'm complaining. And I go outside and I see our upstairs neighbor, Ashley, and I say, hey, you didn't see UPS come by here about like 10 minutes ago, did you? She said, no. I said, okay, well, they said they delivered a $500 package to the front door and it ain't here. She says, would that happen to be a game? Yeah. She's like, oh, it's by the back door. And it's by the back door. So we have this like pile of dirt in the driveway. I don't know why.
I don't.
Never bothered to ask. I'm sure it's got a purpose.
It'll disappear one day.
Exactly.
It appeared. It'll disappear. And
so I'm just like, all right, fine. So it's on the other side of the pile of dirt, which there's a path, so I'm able to like drag it back through. But then I'm like, how the fuck am I getting this in the house? So I had to come get you.
Yeah.
And I think you were like sleeping.
Yeah, thanks.
So I'm like, can you help me?
I didn't mind.
So I had to get you to grab one end, and I grabbed the other, because it's big. It's not that I can't.
It was a huge box.
It's not that I can't carry 100 pounds. It's that I couldn't carry 100 pounds like this. You know, like.
Yeah, like
I couldn't reach the entire length.
I feel bad for the UPS guy for.
Oh no, he probably had a dolly.
Oh right, I forget that they're equipped for that shit.
Right. So but the point is, had they not told me that it was like scheduled for pickup and it wasn't coming until Tuesday,
yeah,
my ass would have been out on the porch, sitting there like, all right, hey, let me help you with that.
Yeah.
So that way I could get it on the porch, and then I just got to drag it through the fucking house. I don't got to get it around stairs and around corners.
Right.
It
wasn't that bad.
No, it really wasn't. But I mean, like, it would have been much easier had they not had a glitch in the system or whatever. So I'm over here putting this thing together. It took an hour or two to put together.
Was that all it took?
Yeah, I mean, it was a little, it was easy, but it was also a little bit tricky. I had to backtrack once.
Yeah.
But as I'm putting it together, my phone rings, because I still got my ringer on, because I'm still, FedEx or UPS was supposed to call me. Jasmine says you should have made me do it by myself. So UPS finally calls me, and it's somebody from the local, distribution office around the corner here, and she says, "Oh, hey, did you get your package?" I said, "Yes, I did." She said, "Okay, I'm so sorry it took so long to get to call back." I'm like, "Well, this. I understand it was probably a glitch in the system. That's, as long as it got here, I'm happy. But your guy did leave it at the back door, but mark that he put it at the front door, so it confused me for a minute there." And she's, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I'm like, "Hey, it's here." I'm just relieved it's here. Nobody snatched it off my porch or something. You know what I mean? Like, because I didn't know, which could have been which is like, if I didn't know it was coming and I'm still waiting on a phone call and it doesn't show up, or it does show up and I don't know it's out there.
Right.
And
but it's not like somebody can just grab it and run.
Well, no, I mean, but
if somebody's need a team.
But if somebody's driving by, it's a couple of guys in a truck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, look.
Would be easy for them.
Yeah, hey, look. And it's not like it's in like discreet packaging or anything.
It said all over the box what it was.
Yeah. So it's like, all right, let me, I need to make sure that I get this. And that's why I set the 2-hour window, because I don't want to be sitting out there for 4 hours and then it doesn't come by the 4:15 that it's supposed to get here by. I knew if I set the 2-hour window, it would be here. Yeah. At least that's what I expected. And it was. To be fair, it was.
Yeah.
Just they fucked up before they did. And so I'm just like, okay, you know what? I'm really glad this is here and it's safe and it's in the house and I can put it together and I can it barely fits in the spot I made for it, but it fits and it's there and I can play now. So, and you have not lost me. You have not lost me as much as you thought you were. I've been in there watching movies with you and watching Netflix shows.
Because I haven't been feeling good and you've been worried about me.
Well, that, and I wanted to spend time with you.
Because you were worried about me.
I would have spent time with you even if I wasn't worried about you. But I'm always, I always worry about you because health issues and whatnot. And But yeah, no, I was watching wrestling last night, and I came in there, and you were watching this Netflix show called The Floor Is Lava. and
you guys should watch it.
So, and I'm like, hey, is this I seen this on the Netflix thing. Is this The Floor Is Lava? You said, yeah. I said, is it any good? You're like, it's okay. I thought it would be like American Gladiators or American Ninja Warrior. I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. So I'm like, so I start watching it. And I've still got wrestling on in here. And I'm just like, fuck wrestling. I'm going to lay down and watch this show with you.
It was pretty good.
So I watched a couple episodes of the show, and then today we watched the finale. So I still have to watch like 7 more episodes.
I, to be fair, have to watch them yet too.
I understand. Right. Jasmine says I should spend more time with you. Should spend more time with my mother.
Aw.
But you figure this was $500.
Uh-huh.
I had to spend the extra 100 because I had to get it from somewhere other than Walmart because they weren't going to ship for like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, I ain't fucking waiting that long for something I'm spending this much money on. So I'm like, all right, fine. I'll spend the extra $100 and I'll get the stool and I'll get the little LED lights on the thing and.
Where are the LED lights?
You don't see?
Oh, those.
Yeah. It's so
I can't imagine it without those lights.
so like well they're not supposed to be there. I mean they're not.
Oh.
They wouldn't be on the original arcade machine.
But I can't imagine it without those.
Yeah. I actually turned it off for a little while because I got sick of seeing the fingerprints.
Oh.
This thing picks up fingerprints really, really well, and the LED light just kind of exacerbates that.
Apparently,
Use the big
everybody's
words.
mothers are going to get shipped to our house.
I guess so.
We're going to have a mom club.
We got 3 viewers now, so somebody else found us too.
Ooh, who was it?
I
Get in
don't-
the chat. Get
I
in
don't
the
know.
chat.
I don't know. I don't know if
guys.
I don't think we're on. We're probably not on Facebook. I don't think so. Anyway, but yeah. So but yeah, the LED. I don't. So they. But what's cool is like half the stuff that's on the control deck is actually printed on the plexiglass, the protector. So it actually like backlights it.
Oh.
So it like has this really cool effect to it. Which, you know, watching some of the YouTube videos before I got it was like, okay, well, you know, if I, you know, I'm kind of jealous that these people got this, but I also really don't give a shit about getting it because I wanted to save the $100.
Right.
And but with Walmart being the only one that had the $400 bundle and them also being like, well, yeah, we're not going to ship when we told you we're going to ship.
Yeah.
It was, okay, well, I guess I'll just order from somewhere else and get the stool. And I wasn't even going to put the stool together, but I did.
But you're glad you did.
And I'm glad I did because I've been
Yeah.
like standing and playing and I'm like, man, I let me get this stool. I'm going to sit down and play now. So yeah. But yeah, I also got my Beatles record finally came. I don't know if that happened before last week's show, but
I don't know.
that finally came. That was a pain in the ass. I got a couple of more. Oh, I got this really cool Jack White vinyl.
Yeah, this thing's cool. Mom, I was telling you about this.
So-
Listen up, Mom.
So I got this Jack White Lazaretto on it's called Ultra LP, and they packed like so many unique features into this record. And I watched a video of Jack White with the guys who actually like pressed the record, and they're explaining all the features and how to see everything and how to do everything. So side A plays from the inside out.
Mm-hmm.
And so you start it right at the run out groove and it plays outward. And there's also in the run out groove a holographic angel that just spins around.
Neat.
And then on side B, it plays from the outside in like it would normally play. Yes, I could probably use the chair I am using right now. In fact, I might because it might be more comfortable. But anyway, so side B plays the normal way. But the first track on side B has 2 different intros depending on where you put the needle down.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I was playing with that yesterday. I had it on the turntable, and I'm like, okay, so it's playing the electric one. If I lift it up and put it back down, oh, hey, there's the acoustic intro.
That's cool.
So it's 2 different intros depending on where you put the needle down. And then both sides have, under the run-out groove, or under the label, actually, have hidden tracks. The one on side A plays at 45 RPM, and the one on side B plays at 78. So it actually plays in all 3 speeds.
That's so cool.
And it's just like it's really cool, and it's Jack White, so the music's good. I know you're not a big White Stripes.
I don't know much of the White Stripes or Jack White, except for like what they first came out with when they were first popular.
So like Fell in Love with a Girl and
Yeah, like
Dead
that
Leaves of the
stuff.
Dirty Ground.
And
So the
I'm
record that's
over
coming
it.
Monday.
Yeah, I'm over that.
The record that's coming Monday is part of my vinyl subscription.
Well, you know.
I'm excited about that. I also ordered Green Jello Live. Green Jello Sucks Live, a very limited edition from Enjoy the Ride Records.
I'm excited.
So I'm excited about that one. I also ordered, and it's probably going to be maybe a month or so before we get these, because just before we decided that, hey, we should do this, the company that we're doing it through decided, hey, you know, we're gonna shut down for 40 days so we can retool all our machines. So being probably one of the first ones after they retool, it's probably going to sound phenomenal.
Yeah.
But we're getting the Living Brain Dead Falls Count Anywhere EP. Just 4 copies are going to be made, one for each of us. So
At least I get to listen to one.
Yes. I'm excited. Well, you know, two of us collect vinyl.
Right.
And I saw that, you know, Wyatt Coyne did a limited 2 pressing of The Big Sound.
Right.
And I said, hey, Dewey, where'd you go through how much did you pay and where'd you go? And he told me how much he paid and where they went. And I said, okay, cool. So I went and I looked up myself and I said, you know what? Hey, for, you know, the price of this, it's basically what I would pay for like a mainstream vinyl at Revolver. So,
yeah,
you know, why
yeah,
not?
just about.
Yeah, after shipping was pretty much the same price as what I would spend at Revolver. Cool. So it was just, okay, cool. Let me do this. This is gonna be cool. You know, this will be something fun for us to have.
Yeah.
Especially for me and Brian, who are like vinyl addicts, and we're just kind of like, hey, let's.
You guys have a problem.
You know, it'd be nice to have our own music on vinyl, even if you know we're not distributing it. It'd be nice for us to have. So.
Yeah.
I still got to do a cassette for Kevin too.
Oh.
I just got to find a blank tape.
Okay.
And like somebody that'll maybe just go through FedEx office or something to get a cassette liner printed or whatever. I don't know. Or whatever you call it, the little jacket you put in the cassette case or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, so you know that's exciting. We got lots of vinyl coming. We got there's Brian Moore in the comments there, or Laura Muller, whichever you want to call it. Anyway, in the chat. Anyway, but yeah, so we're excited. We're getting the Falls Count Anywhere vinyls. I got a bunch of you know other stuff coming. I just got an email today, the Metallica Vinyl Club, you know, with an update of, hey guys, here's why you haven't gotten any vinyl from us yet, and here's when you can expect some vinyl from us.
Yeah.
So sometime in August apparently is.
Okay, that's not too long.
No. I mean, especially you know, I'm not, you know, it's. They're going to send out some more details on what's going to be on it. It's all, you know, 7-inch singles. So, with just like, you know, 1 or 2 live rare bootleg tracks or whatever, you know. So,
yeah.
So it's, you know, it was $50 for 4 vinyls.
Can't complain about it.
Can't complain about that, especially for my favorite band.
Yeah.
So, no, I don't need quarters. No, you know what's great is it was $500, right? This was the point I was going to make earlier, and I got sidetracked. So $500, you figure it was $2 for each game in the arcade, right? You had to pop in 8 quarters to play 1 full game of NBA Jam. So
what a rip!
250 games you've got this thing paid for. I'm probably at maybe 75-ish.
Really?
Maybe.
Wow.
Oh, the games are short.
Why were they $2?
You pay 50 cents per quarter of the game.
Oh.
So.
That's
and
lame.
God help you if you get to overtime and you're out of change. Because that has happened. I was at Jocko's when it was next to Frankie's in Niagara Falls. You remember?
I don't remember it being next to Frankie's.
I think it was Jocko's. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Jocko's.
I don't know. Frankie's is next to Frankie's now.
Could have been Ventry's. No, it wasn't Ventry's. Ventry's was always
had this conversation before.
Yeah, I know. Well, whatever.
Remember.
And somebody chimed in and they told us that it was Jocko's that was next to Frankie's.
Yeah.
So yes. So I used to play at Jocko's all the time, and I got to overtime one time, and I'm like, shit, because you need to pop in 50 more cents to play overtime, and it's like, damn it, I don't have 50 more cents. Fuck. So I ended up not being able to finish the game. So
what a travesty.
You know what this needs is NHL Open Ice, though, because that was like basically NBA Jam for hockey.
Oh.
And when you got to overtime in that game, it was a 1-minute overtime period. You could end in a tie, but you didn't have to pay extra for it.
Oh.
And it was only $1.50 to play because it was 50 cents a period. See? Yeah. Hockey's much better than basketball in all ways.
Agreed.
I miss hockey.
I know. I didn't want to get you going on the hockey.
So they had a plan in place for playoffs and whatever, and then a whole shit ton of players contracted the virus.
Oh, great.
So, it is what it is. So we'll see how long that sets back the playoffs, or if they even still do them, or whatever. Yeah. They're still talking about host cities and whatever, and blah, blah, blah. Anyway. She wants a sweaty old man to come around to my house and take the quarters from the machine. Yeah, anyway. So yeah, that's been my week, playing video games and watching movies and Netflix and stuff with you, and listening to the vinyl.
Yeah.
Like I'll come in here and I'll be like, all right, what do I want to listen to?
Does Discogs tell you?
Yes, Discogs does tell me. Like if I were to go on Discogs right now, I got a text. Oh, they need to get in. Oh, I didn't see this text. They needed to get in for a few minutes, like 17 minutes ago.
Oh no.
I'll tell her, give me 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I'll just say, give me a minute, and we'll maybe get to a song break early or something.
Yeah, we could do that. It's not that early.
Yeah.
So I guess the
let her get back
electrician's
to
here.
me, and let her get back to me, and we'll go from there. What we're doing. So, anyway, but yeah, so that's I think she just needs to show him, like, she wants to move a switch from inside to outside because it's for the porch light.
Oh, nice.
So we're gonna have
and the porch light gonna be.
We're gonna have a porch light.
Our delivery man is gonna love us.
Yes.
Not the delivery service men, but the guy from the pizzeria who likes the living brain dead.
I don't know. Some nights the delivery guys don't get here till after dark. So, but yeah, no, the pizza guy and the Grubhub guys. The pizza guy was. I gave him a copy of the EP, and he came back the other day, and he was like, "Oh man, that was really good. I really enjoyed that."
He said that he was actually good friends with Bob Bieber, I think is his last name.
What an unfortunate last name.
I know. Low Road Revival, and I don't even know if they're still around anymore. But he did my first tattoo. Am I wearing anything that obstructs my first tattoo?
Yes, you're wearing your vest.
Well, my vest comes off easily. I meant like a sports
No,
bra.
you've got
This one.
your tattoo there. Yeah, they can see it.
They can see it.
It's at an angle, but
That's that tattoo was from 2004. So, the colors have stuck really well and stuff.
So the good thing is the first song is 6 minutes long. So so that actually gives me some time to go and let them in and see what they need. And I guess we'll just hit an early song break here, and hopefully I'll be back before you need me. If not, it's this button.
Okay.
The one with the camera on it. Anyway.
Oh,
and then this one will unmute your
what that
microphone.
one
Yes.
does.
Okay. Anyway, so this is Turning Virtue, and this song is called Postulate on All WNY Think So Joe Show.
Seems every day is just like every other. In the throes of hindsight, I came to discover the more time passes, the more things change. Time allows the memories to rearrange. My this is no way to live. Deep down I know there is much more to give. The pursuit of happiness is what's at stake. Deep down I know there is much less to take. My kryptonite is reality. I never let it get a hold on me. Kryptonite is reality. I feel it getting a hold on me. Stored all my memories in the back seat. I've come full circle, but I'm still incomplete. Buried 32 years of my life, I still have that many left to try and get it right. Stored all my memories in the back seat. I've come full circle, but I'm still incomplete. Buried 32 years of my life, still have that many left to try and get it right. Change can make the body and mind well, and suddenly life becomes beautiful.
Turning virtue on all WNY Think So Joe show. I missed the electrician.
He missed the electrician.
Oh well.
Yeah. That
She,
happened.
I'm sure whatever it was, it's probably just something that wouldn't offset the estimate that much. We literally are trying to get like 4 outlets put in, and she wants to move a switch from inside to outside for the porch light. So anyway, we're back. We're here.
Yeah, we
I don't
are.
know who the third person watching is. They haven't said
Is
anything.
it Kevin?
I would think Kevin would say something. Kevin would have been in the chat by
speak
now.
up.
I don't know who the
Who
third
is it?
person is.
Speak up.
It is not me. Laura theorizes it's me, but it is not me because I clicked off as soon as I realized we were on. So I don't know. Anyway,
So
yes,
the floor is lava.
good show. Good show. I enjoyed it. It was very entertaining.
It was a little difficult to fall asleep to. I'm not gonna lie. It was suspenseful, and I was rooting for some of these people, and I was also rooting for some of them to fall in the lava. And then once they fall in the lava,
where do they go?
They don't come back up.
Hey, you know what? It might be me because we have the actual like YouTube studio, but I don't know if it counts me.
I don't know.
It's not even actually Brian. The Brian is a different Laura account. Anyway. Anyway. But yeah, no, I got caught up in it, and I'm like, you know what? I don't need to watch the rest of this wrestling show I'm watching.
I kind of wish there was more than one season, though.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see for hopefully a season 2, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a problem with Netflix is they give you all the episodes at once, so you have nothing to look forward to after you finish watching them.
Yeah, you gotta binge it, or
you binge watch it. You're not gonna sit there and like, okay, well, this is when I'm going to watch this next episode.
Yeah.
You're gonna sit there and watch the whole fucking thing.
Yep.
So that's the Netflix dilemma. The other Netflix dilemma is, okay, I will go be productive after this episode.
And then the next episode comes on.
Right.
And then you're like, oh, I guess just one more episode.
Okay,
only
one
like
more.
23 minutes.
All right, one more. It's the same problem with playing video games. Okay, just after this game.
I'm just going to win one more.
Yeah. Anyways. Yeah. So hopefully we'll get some new outlets and stuff put in over here. And
oh, no wonder the show's going so roughly. Snoopy's
not on your mic stand. Gotcha.
Hold on.
We kind of rushed to get everything set up. All my stuff's on my mic stand.
Snoopy, hang on.
Let's see.
Anyway.
I don't know if it's behind the all WNY thing again, but my stuff's on my mic.
I made a funny.
I heard.
You didn't laugh.
Ha 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 ha.
Fuck you.
Huh?
Fuck you.
Do I have a laugh track? Let's see if we have a laugh
You
track.
do. I think you do.
There we go. Anyway.
They sound sarcastic. It reminds me of Seinfeld.
Yeah, I could see that. I was watching an episode of Monday Nitro from like 1998 the other day, and there's a crowd in the sign. They had just started a new show on Thursdays called WCW Thunder, which would air up against Seinfeld at the time.
Oh.
And somebody in the crowd had a sign that said, Thunder is better than Seinfeld, or Seinfeld fears WCW, or some shit like that. I don't know.
That's silly.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Oh, tote bags. Forgot about those. Anyways, sorry, just got a text from Kevin.
Kevin, where are you?
Anyways, I'm also doing business right now. I just got hired to work for one of the most watched wrestling channels in all of YouTube.
That's cool.
If you know who I am, you know who it is. So I mean, I regularly work for them, so, but not nightly.
Not nightly.
There's your hint. That's who I'm working for after wrestling tonight. My mic stand does not want to stay where I put it.
No, it doesn't.
That's what I get for buying cheap mic stands.
And heavy duty mics.
And heavy mics, yes. I keep seeing things I bought on Musician's Friends Deal of the Day come up as deals of the day, and I just like, and I get the sponsored ads for them, so it's like, hey, look at this stupid deal of the day. I'm like, yeah, that really is a stupid deal. If you spend $20 on that fucking mic stand, it's stupid.
Stupid.
Yes, indeed. WrestleLamia, Laura Moore says. I am working tonight for WrestleLamia.
Yay.
And WrestleLamia paid our rent this month.
Thank you, WrestleLamia.
With a little help from Slat Rock and Fact Space, but that's, it was nice because
I can honestly say that I did not help at all.
I have a, some back rent that I'm still catching up on. So I handed my landlady a check for like an extra $225, or what was it? $275 extra today. So I'm like, here, how much do I still owe you?
Did you know?
No, she didn't know offhand, but when she texted me to let me know the guy left, she texted me and said, oh, this is how much you still owe, by the way.
Oh, good.
I'm just trying to see what it says thank you to. Many internet users. Anyway. distracting for me.
You live with the game.
I was worried about it being distracting for the viewers. I just saw it pop up on the screen, and I'm like, what's that say? Like, that's not in the original attract mode. Anyways,
do we want to talk about this stuff?
Sure.
Okay. So, I don't have a lot for events, but there are some events. There's an event. On July 4th, which I don't know what day of the week that is, if anybody wants to help me out.
That is Saturday.
The Glam Vamps will be doing, I forgot to write down the name of the show. It's available on Patreon. But they will be doing a burlesque show, and they'll be talking about all kinds of stuff, from Black Lives Matter to gay rights, and everything in between. So, if you want to see some pretty girls dance and get political, check it out.
Cool.
Yeah. And then, we have some music.
Mm-hmm.
Was it last week or the week before we played Digital Afterlife?
It was like it was in the last couple of weeks.
2 or 3 weeks. Well, they had released. I don't remember the name of the single, but their EP is now out. It's called "We Turn to the Machine for Guidance." And what you doing?
Gonna find out when we played Digital Afterlife.
Oh, okay.
It was 2 weeks ago on episode 215,
Okay.
where we had that fantastic New York Rangers inspired thumbnail.
You're a dork.
These thumbnails are cool, though.
They do look cool.
People have been complimenting me on them, especially like the Mighty Ducks one with the stick tape around the headphones.
Yeah.
And the Oilers one for using the actual like Oilers font.
Yeah.
And
You're pretty proud of that.
Nobody said anything about my Blackhawks one though. I thought the Blackhawk one was okay. It's not my best.
Okay.
But the Capitals one last week, I'm like, shit, I should put that on one of these masks.
Yeah.
We got masks. We're gonna make masks. I don't know like what we're putting on them. They were sold out of black masks. Otherwise, I would have bought the black masks, and then it would have been like, well, okay, this is all gonna be living brain dead stuff. So
Yeah.
But yeah.
So, also in music, we are going to be playing later a new demo by the Lower Town Trio. It's called "This Ain't High School," and I listened to it yesterday, and I was a happy camper. I was.
Excellent. I have not listened to it yet.
Oh, you're gonna like it.
I am sure I love the Lower Town
I know
Trio.
you do. Oop, I just kicked my microphone stand.
Yeah, I've done that a couple of times on this episode. So.
We also have music from Satan is a Penpal, which is just the greatest name.
Absolutely. I did get to hear that. That was good.
I did not get to hear that actually yet, but we're going to be playing something off of what they have right now. Then Turning Virtue, which we just heard. Postulate or postulate? How do you say it?
Postulate.
Postulate.
That's what I got. So
What does it mean?
I don't know.
Can you Google it?
Postulate definition.
Thank you.
First of all. Oh, you were right.
Postulate.
Okay, anyway. Suggest or assume the existence, fact, or truth of something as a basis for reasoning, discussion, or belief. For example, his theory postulated a rotatory movement for hurricanes.
Why are they using these weird words?
And in ecclesiastical law,
Okay.
that's a big word that I know now.
I know what, yeah.
I never knew that word until like yesterday
Oh, really?
or like 2 days ago. I've been doing a bunch of like Christian crap on
Have
voiceover
ya?
stuff. Yeah. I'm like, why does he hire me for this? Anyway, nominate or elect someone to be or to an ecclesiastical office subject to the sanction of a higher authority. Or as a noun, a thing suggested or assumed is true as the basis for reasoning, discussion, or belief.
I think that's what they mean.
Okay.
I think. But then we also have from Syracuse, we have music from A Greater Danger. Their single is called Maelstrom, and that just came out the other day. The Turning Virtue single just came out the day before the other day. So you guys don't know what days I'm talking about. Yeah, so there's a little bit of music. Somebody from Ohio tried to sneak in the feed and get some of their music played.
I caught them.
Thank you.
That's okay. We'll give them a shout anyway because they have new music that is Will They Follow. Their EP is coming out July 3rd. And is this the name of the EP or is this a song or do you know? Do you remember?
Think that's the name of the EP.
Okay, it's called Running Toward the Endless Night. That's what I vetoed today on the show because I'm like, hey, they're not from here.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's the one thing that'll disqualify you from getting music played is you're not from here.
Or if you're a fascist.
Well, yeah. That's how we drop off of shows. If you're a fascist. That's what happened. By the way, it wasn't us because it went down to 2 for a minute, so it's not us as the other viewers.
Oh.
I don't know, but anyway. So
Ow.
be careful.
Don't tell me how to live my life.
Anyway, yeah, Living Brain Dead. If you were looking forward to seeing us play the acoustic thing with Michael Graves, we said fuck that. We reached out to Greg and we said, dude, listen, like we can deal with opposing political views to an extent, but we're selling T-shirts that say anti-fascist on them and donating excess proceeds to black charities. We can't play a show with a guy who thinks BLM and Antifa are fucking terrorists.
It would be really funny to give him a T-shirt.
Yeah. I don't know.
While you're wearing a Macho Man T-shirt.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Michael Graves could kick my ass. I know he wouldn't have been able to kick Macho Man Randy Savage's ass, but but I don't fight, so
I could hug him to death.
I guess. But yeah, so we've the show's gonna be rescheduled for like 2021 or whatever the fuck, but we're not gonna be on it.
Yeah.
So
oh well.
We've got to keep some integrity here we can't in good conscience play a show with that guy.
Right.
So, and in fact, I just saw on my Facebook feed a page called Punk with a Camera is selling a Fuck Michael Graves t-shirt. So,
yeah,
might have to buy one.
Yep.
Fuck that guy. Yeah, our t-shirts. I just got a nice post on Facebook from my buddy Tim down in Mason City, Iowa, who just got his Living Brain Dead what he called a care package. Which he got a t-shirt, he got a CD, and he bought a pin and a sticker. And Jasmine, you never bought a CD from me the last time you were here. You were going to, and apparently we both forgot. So sticker.
But she got a fresh hoodie.
She did get a fresh hoodie. It was made while she was here. So. But yeah, my buddy Tim in Mason City just got his Living Brain Dead stuff. I know we sent one to New York City.
Cool.
We sent one out to somewhere in California. So got those sold quick. We literally said we're debuting this shirt on Friday, and then on Friday we sold most of them.
Yeah.
There's still XLs I think in the original batch, but we sold so many to a point where we're like, well, that just gave us enough money to go actually get them screen printed somewhere. So we actually went through wooden T-shirts right here in Buffalo, and we got some more shirts made. So we've got some in stock. I haven't updated the stock yet, and I need to do that. I just need to make sure I have like the right numbers before I do.
Yeah.
Actually, I could probably just at this point just put it up as like, here, buy them. So, yeah. But yeah, we got all, those are going to be back in stock on the website shortly. We've got all the original T-shirts. The Shield T-shirts are still all available. The hoodies are still up on the website. We were going to take the hoodies down.
Oh, yeah?
We actually were because the original hoodies that we were printing them on, which were like these Fruit of the Loom, like ultra comfort hoodies, we couldn't get anymore.
Oh.
So we're like, what the fuck do we do now? But now for the same price we were paying for those, we could get these nice Hanes hoodies, which are still pretty comfortable. And we can actually get them quicker than we could get the old ones. So now we're able to still sell them without having to take them down. So yeah, the hoodies are still available.
Very good.
The Falls Count Anywhere EP's up there now still. And believe me, it's a fantastic album. If
I listened to it while you were waiting for the electrician.
Did you?
Yes, I had Google play it for me.
It's such a good album. It's look at
the
that
glare.
fantastic. Yeah, you got the glare from the light. Look at that fantastic album cover where me and Kevin are about to kick John and Brian's asses.
I would like to see that brawl.
And then you got this cool looking disc with all our fighting Mortal Kombat fighting poses on it. And then the nice track listing on the back there. Yeah, you want it. It's $5 for a physical copy right now on livingbraindead.bandcamp.com.
Do it.
But you don't want it right now. You want to wait till Friday because Bandcamp Friday is this Friday. They're donating, or they're waiving all their fees.
Nice.
So all the money comes to us, and we're talking about what we're going to do right now. We're discussing. So that's a bird on the CD. And there's not a bird on the CD. Anyway.
It's a bird.
So I had to actually, when we made the vinyl, I had to figure out what the fuck I was going to put on the label. So I was like, I'm not going to try and do a track listing. It's not going to, it'll fit, but I ain't trying to do it because then I got to figure out where it's going to go around the artwork. Mm-hmm. So I just put side A and side B, which is ridiculous because there's they give me a virtual copy of it and there's so much run out space.
Oh.
Because it's only, there's only 10 minutes on each side.
Yeah.
So we could probably put it on a 7-inch or a 10-inch or something and gotten away with it. But this particular company only does 12-inch. So, all right, whatever. See, that's how you know it's not Brian. Anyway, Brian is super proud of this CD. And I don't know, this mic stand
Kevin, where
sucks.
are you? Jasmine, you have to come over when Kevin and Nikki come over, and we're going to have a fashion show for Joe.
Yeah, I understand that I'm going to be watching people in skirts.
Yep.
Which is fine with me. I'm all for people in skirts.
I'm wearing a skirt.
Yes, you are wearing a skirt.
I'm going to let Kevin borrow this skirt.
Yes, I've been told.
I think it would look nice.
Yes. Kevin looks great in a skirt. If you've never seen him in a skirt.
I don't think I've seen more than a picture of a kilt or something like that.
Kevin looks good in a skirt. And he posted something about being nervous about going out in a skirt. Dude, why? Look good, man.
Yeah.
Kevin's a good-looking dude to begin with, so.
He's pretty.
Yeah.
Kevin, are you listening? We think you're pretty.
I don't know if Kevin's listening.
Kevin.
I should maybe... dude, we just said you're pretty on the air. I don't know. Nobody's interacting with me right now on anything other than the
Jasmine
YouTube
says that Kevin
stuff.
Wears ladies' clothes better than most women.
He does.
And it's
he does.
True.
Yes.
Yes.
He certainly does.
He can wear whatever the fuck he wants.
Yes, he can.
He could wear a muumuu.
He could.
I bet he could tie a sash around a muumuu and just make it look so runway.
I think I've only worn a skirt or a dress once, and it was this girl I was dating at the time. We were both in high school. She needed to do a PSA for her high school class, and so I played the lead role in this PSA. It was people say that doing drugs makes you more of a man, and then I get up and I'm wearing a dress.
Oh.
Something like that. I don't know. That was 20 years ago. Over 20 years ago.
Stop fucking around with everything. You're making noise.
Trying to put stuff back, and there's
Leave it alone.
No.
If you stop
I'll make all the noise in the world now.
If you stop playing with it, it'll grow.
Explains a lot. Anyway.
You're silly.
Anyway. Yeah. Jasmine doesn't want to know about what I wear in the bedroom. I don't dress in the bedroom much differently than I dress right now.
No, he legit sleeps in his clothes.
I just Like, I don't wear pants.
He doesn't wear shorts. He might wear pajama pants that my mom got him.
If it's cold, yes, I will.
But no.
But most of the time, I just literally take my pants off and go to bed.
Yeah. Sometimes I do the same.
Yeah. It's much easier that way.
I usually take my bra off, too.
Well.
Who am I kidding? I'm never wearing one to begin with.
You're wearing one now.
Well, yeah, that's because I have to be civil. There's people. I can't be obscene.
We literally, like, get dressed to do this show.
Yeah.
Take showers and stuff.
We were just, Like, I think the last time I showered was Monday.
Yeah,
maybe Sunday.
It sounds about right for me, too.
And, so...
You didn't make me shower when I got back from Rite Aid yesterday.
I was much more concerned about my Adderall than
I'm
shower.
sure. Yeah. No. I washed my hands, and then
What have I said? Like, we can't hide from everything forever.
Right.
Although, I guess we're supposed to start hiding again.
No, because New York isn't having a surge in cases because we
haven't stopped hiding.
No, but we have. The cases are declining in New York. They're raising everywhere else, but New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut, they formed this like coalition when this all started to be like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. These are the rules. You guys follow the rules and we'll be okay. And most people have followed the rules. I know there are some assholes out there who have not.
Yeah.
And if you're one of them, fuck you. Because I want to play a goddamn show sometime soon. So you need to fucking put your goddamn mask on or stay in the fucking house. Stay 6 feet away from your friends. Don't go to the fucking beach. Follow fucking regulations. And we can get through this. It's not that fucking hard.
Oh my God. So I almost got into it with a woman at Tops when me and Jasmine went to get sugar.
Yeah.
She's like, me and Jasmine are putting on our masks, and she's like pretending to take her mask off as though she had it on. And she's like, God, I hate these masks. I'm like, oh, well.
Uh-huh.
And she just kept bitching about the masks and the masks. I'm like, oh, well.
Yeah.
Like, I really would love to stand here and talk to you about this, but I need sugar.
I was at Rite Aid yesterday. The girl in front of me, she's in the wrong spot. Because they got the spots marked, but they're like awkwardly they're like, you wouldn't know if you didn't go down the right aisle where they are. So she's standing by this aisle that's telling you what direction to go down the aisle because a lot of stores are doing that. But she's standing by this arrow, and I'm standing over where I'm supposed to be standing. But I know that she's supposed to be in line, so I'm not being a dick about it and like, oh no, you're not in line. I'm ahead of you. Fuck you. You know, I could have probably done that. But she's also not wearing a mask, and I'm like, do I say something? Like, should I be the guy who's like, you should probably be wearing a mask, you know?
And paying attention to your surroundings.
Yeah, well, like I said, I mean, if you didn't know, you didn't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, I understand where she was coming from, why she was in the wrong spot. So you know, then somebody lined up behind her. And she's like, hey, I think I'm in the wrong spot. I think I'm supposed to be over where he is. And, you know, like, yeah, you know, it's marked over here, man. So, because it's the outside aisle. If you're coming in the store, you're just going straight up the aisle that goes, like, straight in front of the pharmacy. You don't know that these markings are there.
Oh.
So it's Rite Aid's fault. It's not the girl's fault or the guy's fault. And then somebody lined up behind him. The guy that was behind me somebody lined up behind him in the aisle instead of the other where he was supposed to be.
Yeah.
So it's definitely just Rite Aid fucked up, but it's like, you know,
they do that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But the girl's not wearing a mask, and then the fucking girl working in the pharmacy is slow as shit. She must be new.
Yeah.
But she's over there, and so I get up there and I'm like, one of these is her Adderall, right? She hands me the bottles. Like, why the fuck are you handing them to me? I don't fucking know.
I guess, like, somebody that talked to my mom, like, couldn't legally tell my mom what prescriptions they did or did not have ready for me.
What?
And the fact that she handed you the bottles when you asked what medicine, if it was a certain medicine. Like, somebody fucked up royally, and it was probably her.
Yeah.
But, I mean, like, I think I've signed something saying that you could know my medical information.
Yeah, I have no... So now the pharmacist is on the phone. So she said, well, we'll wait for the pharmacist. She'll be off the phone in a second. So instead of like telling me to wait off to the side or something, you know, she's just like, oh, hold on, the pharmacist will be right here. And I'm just like, okay. And so, you know, one of the other ladies working is like, well, if it's a consultation, and she's like, no, he just wants to make sure she's got the right medicine. And lady comes over, she's, what are you looking for? I'm like, she needs to make sure she's got her Adderall. She said, yep, you're good. Like, okay, cool. That's all I needed. Yeah. All right. Let's do what Laura's asking.
What are we going to do?
We'll play music.
What are we going to play?
This is A Greater Danger. And this song is called Maelstrom.
Excellent.
On all WNY, Think So Joe Show.
Cast away as the water glasses over me. That the tides are against me. Nothing to guide me. That'll ever see the sunrise. Surrounded by violent waves that challenge me. Drag me down to dust. Taking all that I have left. Sinking slowly, losing ground, lost the light, I'm broken. Monsters wait for me below. The ocean floor will be my home. I can't stop the current as it's pulling me in. My vessel's sinking as it twists in the wind. They're pulling me under with the weight of my sins. Lost and abandoned, hopelessness. Credit parasite. What more can you do to me? Credit parasite. What more can you do to me? The sun was darker than I've ever seen. The ocean is calling out to me. Sinking slowly, losing ground, lost the light, I'm broken. Monsters wait for me below. The ocean floor is now my home. You were the lifeboat that kept me afloat. Now you're the anchor wrapped around my throat.
A Greater Danger, the song called Maelstrom on all WNY, Think So Joe Show.
We're going to try and get them to come to the Buffalo area when, the world opens back up.
Oh, they're the ones from Syracuse, yes?
Yes, they're from Syracuse.
Okay. Yeah. I've been trying to send a comment through the whole thing here, but as I start typing and hey, the record's still spinning. Like,
I'm sorry.
oh crap, that's right. I forgot.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Okay.
And if not, you owe me a new needle on it. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Oh.
I'm sure it'll be. I'm kidding.
Joe, can you buy you a new needle?
Gotta buy everything. Yeah, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. She's trying to buy something the other day, and she's looking on eBay, and I'm like, why would you buy that on eBay when you could buy it on Amazon?
I had forgotten that Amazon existed.
Yeah. Never mind. I just randomly buy shit from Amazon. Anybody need a face mask? We got 50 of them back here.
They're white.
They're white. We're going to print on them. That's what the plan is.
Yeah.
That's the plan. I just got to get some more heat transfer because all the heat transfer I have is going towards the Living Brain Dead shirts.
Well, all the heat transfer you have is white, isn't it? Or
No.
do you have blue and red too?
I have red, white, and blue.
I didn't know that you still had.
Well, I didn't finish the T-shirts either. I only did like 8 of the 15. So I did what I needed to ship out. Actually, I did one less than I needed to ship out, and I realized it when I went to go ship everything. I'm like, oh shit.
How did that work out?
I just took one from the wooden T-shirts box and sent an actual like screen printed one.
That's right.
Like, who's getting the screen print? Like, all right, this guy's email address says he works for Guitar Factory. This guy's getting the screen print. Yeah, I got it, but I'm trying to write back to my buddy in Iowa who sent me a thing saying, "Oh yeah, I got my Living Brain Dead care package." So, hey, look who made it.
Kevin, hi.
You missed a whole segment about you. That's what you missed. And how good you look in a skirt, dude.
Yeah.
We were all like complimenting how great you look in a skirt.
Yeah.
That's what you missed. Anyways. Yeah. And there's fake Brian. I wonder if that's really Kevin.
Oh wow.
Could be fake Kevin too.
Uh-oh.
Anyways, yeah. But yeah, no, it was a good tune. The next song that we're gonna play in half an hour, I haven't heard it yet.
You're gonna like it. I mean, you like them. You like Lower Town Trio.
I absolutely love Lower Town Trio. One of my favorite local bands.
Yes, they're very good. I've never gotten to see them live, but I've heard a bunch of their music.
I've seen them live a bunch of times, and in fact, I've booked them a couple of times.
Yeah.
Had this great show at Mr. Goodbar, and so like it was just four different kinds of rock bands, like completely different rock bands. So it was Lower Town Trio, Kickstart Rumble, The Barksdales, and XM Priory.
Oh wow.
So just completely different genres of rock. And we started with, I think, Lower Town Trio and then Kickstart Rumble. And the Barksdales were going to be the third band, or were the third band. And Nate's standing next to me the whole time. He's like, dude, this isn't going to work. Dude, this isn't going to work. No, dude, this is not going to work. Dude, they got a guy playing a horn. This is not going to work. Like, Nate, trust me, dude. Trust me. I know what I'm doing. He's like, this isn't going to work, dude. It's not going to work. I'm like, dude, trust me. And at the end of the night, he's like, okay, yeah, that went pretty well. Well, yeah, dude, like the idea, like you have to order it properly or it's not going to work.
Right.
Like you couldn't put XM Priory and then Lower Town Trio and then Barksdales and then Kickstart Rumble. That wouldn't work.
That would be weird.
But you do it with, I'm pretty sure it was Lower Town Trio first, but you do it with Lower Town Trio first because they're, the ease in. And then Kickstart Rumble kicks it up a notch with that, 50s inspired kind of, rock sound. The big, the big sound, the diner music, kind of rock. And it's like that, you ramp it up a little bit and then you throw in the Barksdales, and the Barksdales got that punk rock, kind of transition out of that into the hard rock of XM Priory. And that's why it worked, is because you put it in the right order. You can't put it in the wrong order, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
And then we saw the Barksdales at Music is Art last year.
They were great.
And after the set, I went over and I talked to Nate, and the girl who was playing after them, I'm like, now this doesn't fit. And it's not that she was bad. She was just completely, different style than what they were doing. So it's definitely, it depends on the order. And yeah, Brian doesn't refer to the band by the full name. Burn. Anyways, yeah. I don't think anybody in the band actually calls it the Living Brain Dead. I think we say it too much to add "the" in front of it, even though that is technically the name of the band. It's you can see it. It's there. Anyway. But yeah, so it's all about the order you put the bands in, and that is how you make a show with completely different bands work.
Yeah.
So you've done shows where you've had Astra Beulah on a show and Janie Crash, and also just bands that completely wouldn't normally fit with Astra Beulah and Janie Crash.
I think we had Crippled Mess followed by Janie Crash.
Sure. And Janie Crash are always joking about how they're always put after hardcore bands.
Yep. Especially by me.
Yeah. They're always joking about that, but yeah, that's it's all about the right order to make a show flow smoothly with different types of music and different types of bands. And
see, what always happens to me is I'll set an order and somebody will have a problem with it, and I will accommodate. So it just cannot depend on the order. I cannot do the kind of shows that you do.
So what'll happen to me sometimes is I'll set an order, and then somebody will be like, "Hey, our drummer's at the Sabres game." Why is your drummer at the Sabres game? He went to the Sabres game. Your drummer knows he's supposed to be here now, right? Yeah, he's on his way. Okay, why isn't he here now? You guys are on in 5 minutes. Well, he went to the Sabres game. Okay, why did he go to the Sabres game?
I you're trying to make me mad here.
I wish I was at the Sabres game. Why is he at the Sabres game when he's supposed to be playing? I don't need to be here. I could have gone to the damn Sabres game. But I'm here. I hate these mic stands.
I know.
Anyway. So I'm going to figure out some other solution eventually.
I'm going to put Snoopy's butt
towards the camera.
Towards the camera.
Tell John to remember his symbols. Why aren't you guys starting yet? Our drummer's not here. What do you mean your drummer's not here? We just saw him 10 minutes ago. Yeah, he had to go home. He had to get his symbols. He lives a half an hour from here. I said things that confused Brian, apparently.
No, the yellow sauce bracelet isn't gone. It's just pushed up.
It fell. There it is. Yeah, this mic stand sucks.
Yeah,
anyway.
I think we've established that.
Yes. Anyways. Apparently I confused Brian in our text message, so I don't know. I'm confused.
Great.
Anyway.
Because you're multitasking.
No, I think what I confused him with was, he wants to do a t-shirt, but it would take a lot of colors, which means it would take either a lot of screens or a lot of HTV or, specific HTV that costs a lot of money. Mm-hmm. And so, the only way we could pull it off is if we were, cheaply, is if we were to do it on white t-shirts with, sublimation printing. Because then you still have to get a special printer and you have to get special inks and it's still a pain in the ass. So I'd really like to do the shirt he wants to do. Just, I don't know that it's cost effective for us to do so. Okay. Unless we find somebody with a direct to garment printer that's not charging an arm and a leg to do direct to garment printing, which is basically you put a t-shirt in a printer and it prints.
Neat.
So, I'd like to get one of those, but they're like $5,000 and the inks are expensive too. So not happening. Was thinking of getting a sublimation printer, but then I found out you can only print on white fabrics And it has to be like polyester. You can't do it on cotton.
Ew.
So it's like, okay, maybe I don't want to do this. But I guess there's somebody on Etsy that'll print them for you for a reasonable price.
Oh.
But then you still got to print them on the right fabrics, or you can print them on wood, or you can print them on, coffee mugs and shit like that.
Yeah.
So, why'd you kick my keyboard?
Listen, I need leg space. I need to move my legs.
That's why I moved that stool, so you have room behind you to move. See? I moved the stool, so you're not bumping into the stool, and the stool's not falling into the arcade machine.
I have a wedgie. There we go.
Yelling at me for hitting the mic, and then you hit it directly with your pendant there?
It was the mic cable. Or the headphone cable.
Gotcha. Anyway. Yeah, we threw this show together in 5 minutes, which is why it's on the wrong link on YouTube. And we're having all kinds of problems with our mic placements and stuff. Yeah. It's because we were waiting on an electrician, and he was like, oh, well, I'll be there closer to 6. And we're like, well, we have shit to do. So we were like...
All week, we have shit to do from 6 till 8 on Wednesday. When are you going to be here?
6 o'clock on a Wednesday. And so, but hopefully, like I said, we just need like 4 fucking outlets in here. So hopefully that's not going to throw off the estimate by a lot, Sublimation trees are like wearing shrink wrap.
I don't.
I don't know. Scott was talking to me about it the other day, and I'm like, oh, what's the process? And he told me what the process was. I'm like, well, that don't sound too bad. And then he's like, but you have to print it on certain kinds of T-shirts. You can't print them on your, black cotton T-shirts. You have to get white, and you have to get, or light colors. And I'm like, yeah, fuck that. Anyway, that's dangerous. Look at all these warnings. She's pointing this thing at me. Look at all these warnings on this label. That's all warnings. Do not shake. Do not puncture or incinerate. Keep out of reach of children. Keep out of reach of children. Anyway, yeah. This is going over here till the end of the show.
I'll find something else to fuck with. Don't worry.
I know you will. There's a whole bag of glitter confetti over here.
Yeah.
You're still seeing it everywhere. I haven't moved this envelope.
What would you do if I just opened it up and dumped it all over your studio?
Make you clean it when we're done.
Damn it.
I already swept in here today.
Oh, there's barely any left in here. Oh, no, that's not true. That's not true at all.
I already swept in here today.
Yes, you did.
I did. Don't. Here we go.
I'm not cleaning it up.
She just tipped it upside down and threw it on the desk. None of it came. Nope, there's still stuff come out. There was a couple of little things came out. A couple of little spots. No, just one.
Hey, what's this?
What is it? What is it?
I don't know.
It's a battery. Yes, it is. Anyway, Karina's finding stuff to play with on my desk.
Let's see if this fits in this. Nope.
Even though I try to keep my desk relatively clean. In fact, most of what's on my desk is her paperwork from the last 3 weeks. Because I'm like, do I need this? Do I need to throw this out? Can I throw this out? I don't know. I don't know if you need any of it. The cats are fine, Jasmine.
Oh, we haven't talked about the cats.
Snowball got a nice little treat yesterday.
Snowball came and laid down in the bed with me and kept the girls out of the bed. And that was glorious.
Oh, yeah, Reese's just sitting there glaring at him.
They were roaring at each other.
Yeah.
But everyone was good for the most part.
No, when I went out to see if the electrician was still around, I saw Tigger. I'm like, I should bring him with me. Yeah. And then I'm like, nah.
He never wants to stay back here.
Exactly, and that's why I couldn't bring him, because if I brought him, then I'd have to get back up and go let him out. So
yeah.
So it's like, all right, he can. I'm not gonna bother him. He looks comfortable.
He always looks comfortable. Oh, yeah. He's the most chill cat.
Yep.
I don't know.
I went out last night and I'm like about to get some food, and I'm looking around and all the lights are out. Except for like the lights in the kitchen window, the little icicle lights you got in it. Yep. And I'm just like, I see Tigger on the love seat. So I go and I pet Tigger, and I'm like, where the fuck is everybody else? And of course, Whisper and Sylvester come running because they hear somebody else getting pet.
Yep.
And I'm like, so I found Snowball, and I'm like, okay, now where's Gibson? And it's dark, and I'm like,
Oh, and you're looking for Gibbs.
how am I going to find a black cat in the dark? I found him, though.
How?
He came into the kitchen while I was heating up my chicken fingers.
Good.
I still have those left.
Yeah.
Still got 4 of those.
Maybe you can have that instead of tacos.
I think I should probably finish those.
Yeah, I
'Cause
might
there's,
make the
4
taco
left.
meat tonight
Yeah.
so that it's just ready.
Oh, that would be great too, because then at 3:00 in the morning when
Right.
I'm done with all my work, I could be like, okay.
We're gonna need more taco cheese though, because I've been using it on other things.
Right. I used it on some nachos the other day
I did too.
with some Garcia family
Garcia
salsa.
family salsa.
Garcia family salsa, great stuff. We got 5 viewers now. It looks like.
Hi viewers.
Anyway, it's a racist. I couldn't find the black cat in the dark. It's racist.
I mean,
if
if that's the only identifying characteristic you can think of, then I guess it is.
Anyway, yes, but I always make it a point to pet all the cats before I come to bed.
I try to, but Sylvester won't let me.
Yeah. Well, I go out there and I pet them all while I'm getting food, and then when I come to bed, Reese's always waiting for me, and Squirrel's always running to the bathroom before I come. So it's all right, let me pet everybody, and then I came to bed the other night, and I pet Squirrel at the foot of the bed, and I pet Reese at the head of the bed, and then I pet you. Said goodnight to everybody.
You gotta pet me. I like it.
Said goodnight to everybody.
Squirrel's new thing is she figured out that the air conditioner blows cold air. And so she steps off the bed onto this little stool that I use as my nightstand. And she reaches her head out and smiles really big and just has her ears blowing in the air conditioner. And she
I think that's also why she sits in front of the TV now.
Yeah, I think so too. And now she curls up on my pile of clothes in front of the AC.
So we're watching The Floor is Lava.
Yeah.
And Squirrel jumps up in front of the TV. And I'm like, Squirrel, get down. So she jumps from the from in front of the TV on the dresser to the bed. And I'm like, she thinks she's playing the game. It looks like a fun game, but it looks hard.
It looks like it hurts.
Oh, yeah. A couple of people got face planted. And
yeah.
one girl got hit in the head with a canoe. What the fuck?
Oh, my God. Some of these set pieces are foam, or parts of them are foam, because...
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored. We're sponsored by Rode. No,
we're not sponsored.
Yeah, so... I forgot. Oh, the foam. Some of the pieces are foam, so you can face plant, and there's couches with big pillows, and you can poof, and not really get hurt. But then other things are this is a plain wooden table covered in hot lava. Jump on it. Oh, it's at a 30-degree angle too.
Yeah.
And don't fall in the lava.
They had one. It was a planetarium, the one set, and so they had all the planets, and they were all just these spheres you could jump on. Except for Earth. Earth was flat. It was a flat Earth. And everybody made a point, hey, look, the flat Earth. Yeah, it's a fun show. So if you got Netflix and you're looking for a way to kill a few hours, there's 10 episodes up now.
Yeah.
So we enjoyed it. We watched what we've seen of it anyway. I'm sure I'll probably try and go back and watch some more of it when I get some time. So, but of course, when my go-to when I go to bed is The Simpsons, because it's all right, I'm trying to fall asleep. I'm not trying to watch TV.
Yeah.
And I can fall asleep watching The Simpsons because I've seen them billions of times.
You recite them in your sleep.
I do. It's true.
He does.
I actually went and I'm like, what episode haven't I seen in a while? Because you know how Disney Plus will show you what the next episode of the show you're watching is. And I seem to get into cycles of watching The Simpsons. So I'll watch episodes, and then when I go to watch the next night, it'll be an episode that I just watched previously because it's the episode that had stopped before,
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, all right, I need to watch something. I need to watch a different episode instead of Lisa's Wedding, which I've seen 3 times in the past 2 months. It's all right, it's a good episode, but let me watch something else. So I went and looked for a different episode. And Yeah, so that's what I did. I'm like, oh, okay, this one looks good. I can't even remember what episode it was now, off the top of my head. Oh, the PTA disbands. Good episode.
I don't know.
Great episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I watched, and then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna turn over. I'm gonna go to sleep now. So that's just like I come to bed, and I'm not like dead tired most nights, but I'm coming to bed to come to bed.
He's coming to bed to tell me about his work day, and to just get me awake enough.
Do not do that.
You do.
I do not.
You do, and
If it's a bad night at work, maybe.
Or if it's a really good night, but like your voice, it's because your voice is warmed up. So when you come to bed, you still have this loud, projecting, booming voice, and you're not in the soundproof booth. You're like right next to me telling me about your work day, and I'm asleep.
Fair enough. Usually I'll get in bed and I will lay down, you'll curl up on me, I'll put my arm around you, and then I'll lay there for like a half hour watching an episode of The Simpsons, and I'm like, okay, I need to turn over. I'm not going to fall asleep laying on my back. Like,
yeah.
But, yeah.
It's really warm in here. We forgot our ice packs this week.
It is warm in here, yes.
Last week? Was it last week we brought ice packs in?
You brought ice packs in, and mine just sat on the floor over here, and then by time wrestling was over, I'm like, oh shit, that ice pack's still here.
Yeah.
So I had to go put it back. I put it back in the freezer. I was like, what do I do with this?
That's exactly what the fuck you do with that. You put it back in the freezer.
So that's what I did. I put it back in the freezer.
Well, good. You did correct.
I did.
Good for you.
I always do correct.
Oh.
She's in the bathroom and she's like, can you clean the sink after you shave? I'm like, I did.
I'm sure you did.
I did. I absolutely did.
I'm sure it was a lot worse before you cleaned it.
I did. I wiped up all the hair. There was no hair left when I was done.
Yes, there was.
There was not.
Okay.
I saw no hair when I was done.
Mm-hmm.
I know you don't like when I don't clean after I shave. Not that I would ever not clean after I shave, because I don't want hair in my sink.
Mm-hmm.
So I cleaned. Totally did. I
think
I did a good job shaving today. I got like all up in here, so it's nice.
Oh yeah.
Even now and smooth.
Even. Good.
It's even, yeah. I shaved my head for the first time in a week.
Yeah.
So that was kind of a pain in the ass because my hair was a little bit longer than I normally do with the Omni shaver.
Yeah.
But it came out nice and clean. Look. Nice bald.
Oh yeah. There's no burn or anything.
Nope. I did good. Okay, anyway. Yeah. Shout out to Omni Shaver. Not sponsored. Anyway. I shave once in a great while. I do. I got all this right here and all this and back here. And I look good.
Yeah.
I shave almost every week for this show.
Yeah.
At the very least, if I don't shave, outside of, if I got nothing else going on, I don't bother. But, I shave every week for the show. Well, good for my people.
Your people?
Yeah. All my people, all 5 of you watching right now, all 5.
Roll call, who's here?
5.
Say your names.
Yeah.
In the chat, just let us know you're here.
Who's yelling outside our window right now?
It's Shirley.
Oh, I know. I don't know if she's like yelling or if that's just her normal speaking
she's just
voice.
Excited.
Probably, yeah. We stood outside. We talked to my landlady for like half an hour before we came on the air today.
She's a nice lady.
We gotta find somebody to install our bidet. I wanted to wait till I told her that that's what we were doing, so I could be like, "Look, this is what we have to do. We got to drill a hole in this thing. I just want to let you know before we do it." And she's, "Oh, you got somebody to do it?" I'm like, "Not yet, but I figure I'll offer somebody like $20 to do it." So, But yeah, I'm excited about having a bidet.
Bubble.
Yeah. Well, so I told her, hey, we bought a bidet. Karina says don't judge us. Because you literally told me to tell her that. So I said, Karina said, don't judge us. And then she said, I never thought about getting a bidet. And I said, well, I never thought about it either. But, the singer from my band, him and his partner have one. And, they swear by it. So I was like, that doesn't sound like a bad idea. So I'm like, let me get one. And then I told her, I had that page up for like weeks. And then I finally ended up closing it. And then the pandemic hit. And I'm like, man, I should have bought that bidet. And so now I bought the bidet. So and then, we were talking about, I could install this myself. It looks easy enough. Just I want somebody who knows what they're doing because it'll look better.
Yeah.
Do
we know any plumbers?
I'm sure we do. I'll put the word out on Facebook that we're looking for somebody to install a bidet.
Mm-hmm. Can you put a caption that says, don't judge us? Our buttholes will be cleaner than your butthole.
I think Ian could do it. Ian from Cardboard Homestead. I think he would probably
he could totally do it.
Suitable to do that. I'm sure he would do it for cheap for us. It would
be really funny because his brother fucked up our bathroom so much.
Yeah, that's right. It was his half brother fucked up our bathroom. Left us with a fucked up bathroom for a while.
Yeah.
And Shirley's like, "Oh, let me show you where the on off where the valves are for the water." I'm like, "Shirley, I know where the valves are. Remember, we didn't have a bathroom for like for a while."
I even forgot about that.
Yeah.
I try not to remember. God.
Is it music? It is music time. Hey, Laura's right. How about that? We got caught up in talking about something.
The bidet, of course.
Yeah, of course. Anyway, so I haven't heard this song yet. This is the Lower Town Trio.
Oh, it's going to be so fun.
This is a demo version of a song, I believe.
Yes.
Okay. Well, they were kind enough to send it over to us, and we appreciate that very much because we do love the Lower Town Trio here on this show. And this is This Ain't High School by the Lower Town Trio on all WNY. Think So Joe Show.
Baby used to be a beauty queen. Baby used to be on the football team. You still wish you were 17. But this ain't high school, know what I mean. Your clothes don't fit the same. After all, the weight you gain, you can't get drunk every single day. 'Cause this ain't high school anyway. This ain't high school, it ain't the same. No one here even knows your name. Now you got a job and bills to pay. 'Cause this ain't high school anyway. Let's go. Your clique ain't around, and your best friend moved out of town. Now your hair is falling out. But this ain't high school, you better figure it out. You can't let life slip away. Trying to relive those high school days. So we all dissipate if you keep living those high school ways. This ain't high school, it ain't the same. No one here
the Lower Town Trio on all WNY Think So Joe show. I really love them.
I know.
They are one of my favorite local bands, and they have been for a number of years.
Yeah.
Ever since the first time I saw them, and the first time I saw them, I think might have been at Club Diablo.
Wow.
Years and years and years ago.
Obviously.
It was either Club Diablo or it was one of the original all WNY house parties.
Oh, shit.
Like 12, 13 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And so I think I might have seen them at one of the house parties. And then I'm like, okay, I like these guys. And then I saw they were playing at Diablo. I'm like, I'm going to go see these guys.
Yeah.
Or I saw him at Diablo and I was excited to see him again at the house party. One of the two. But I remember back then they had a guy with a stand-up bass.
Yeah.
And, oh, man, they were fantastic. And they still are. And when we had them at Good Bar, they had Earl Irving filling in for them. And he's playing the bass and he's walking across the stage and he tripped over one of the rugs and he just goes flat on his face, doesn't miss a fucking beat.
Oh, my God.
Gets up, keeps playing. As soon as we're just like, holy shit, did this dude just fucking die? And he gets up and he's still playing and he's just like, not even. So after I'm like, dude, are you okay? He's like, yeah, man, ain't nothing. And just, but yeah, I have seen the Lower Town Trio a bunch of times, and I really like those guys. I like their music, and I really, they're part of the reason I like Johnny Cash is because they would cover Johnny Cash songs and stuff. So, I really greatly enjoy them. I want to do that show all over again, that Barksdales and Kickstart Rumble and Lower Town Trio and all that.
Yeah.
I want to do that all over again. Hell, I'll even do it at Good Bar. I hate Good Bar, but we'll do it at Good Bar. I don't give a shit. Like, that was such a good show. I would do it all over again.
Yeah.
But, and the bass player, Earl, he had only played those songs with them, like, once.
Oh, wow.
So he was filling in, and he nailed everything. It was perfect. It was just great.
Cool.
And it just... Yeah, I mean, I will take any of my damn shows that I've done and do them over again, except for that first one at Good Bar. Any of them, do them over again, except for that first one at Good Bar, just to have something, just to have music going on.
I know.
Live music would be fucking... And I know Sportsman's doing stuff.
Yeah, and patios
Sure.
can have music, but everyone has to be seated.
But
and...
I wish we could... get back to normal. And I know that's a ways away. We're a ways away from normal.
Yeah, I mean, we're booking for early winter right now, and we're like seriously like.
I'm pretty sure we need to book a Halloween show too.
Halloween is canceled, Jasmine.
No, Spirit actually came out and they said that they're actually going to open stores.
Oh, okay.
So, and Jasmine made sure to send me the post as soon as they posted it. But, yeah, when am I getting Lexi to do my green screen? I don't even sell green screen anymore. Did you know that? Did I tell you that?
Yeah, I think so.
I stopped doing the green screen just because it's like, it's a pain in the ass to set up. And now with everything is like hooked up over here.
Yeah.
In a more permanent, and I could do green screen. But it would basically be me sitting in the chair in front of the green screen. That would just look awkward.
Yeah, it would be weird.
Unless I got like a smaller chair, because you could see the back of my chair.
Yeah.
But
you could use your stool.
I could use my stool. It might put me up too high though for the camera, because I would have to, because that's like I can't really move that up and down. So especially because the shelf is right above it.
That's true.
But anyway.
That is right there.
Yeah. But yeah. So I miss live music, and I think we're probably still a year away from like just what it used to be.
Yeah.
So hopefully people will see. Hey, 40,000 fucking people got the coronavirus yesterday. Maybe we should start wearing masks and staying home. Maybe. Seriously, you guys need masks? I got 50 of them right here.
Yep.
Anyway. Stool sample.
Can we do a spooky podcast and read spooky stories? We could try to find spooky music.
I've done, I don't know if you could still get them, but the Witch's Bedtime Tales on YouTube.
Oh.
I don't know if that's still a thing. If he kept them up, took them down. I know if he's taken them down at one point, put them back up. I don't know if they're still up or if they're down. I don't know. But I did the Witch's Bedtime Tales, and I got to play like characters and stuff. And that was before I decided fuck playing characters. I got a script last night, right? And it says, "Oh, well, you know, this is how I want you to read this, and I need you to do it like this, and this is the guy we want you to sound like." I didn't even listen. I'm like, no, you fucking hired me. You're getting me. You want me to fucking listen to... I should add that as an extra. Like, I'll listen to some other voice guy and try to imitate him. That'll be an extra. You pay me $100, I'll fucking do it. Otherwise, if you're hiring me, you're hiring me. You want the other guy, go hire the other fucking guy.
Right.
So I haven't heard back from the guy yet, so I don't know if they liked it or whatever, but I don't give a shit because it's like, you hired me. Why hire me if you want this other guy?
Yeah.
So, you know, Brian and I did a dialogue.
Yeah.
Separately. I get this thing from a regular client of mine, and he says, "Hey, listen, I need you to voice this character. And, you know, we've already got the other character done by Seventh Son Brian." I'm like, oh, hey, I know that guy. You know? And so I've got Brian's audio, so I'm just like playing against Brian's audio. I'm like, all right, cool. And if I would have done it without Brian's audio, it wouldn't have worked because it's like he did it so over the top.
Oh, really?
And I'm just like, oh shit, I guess I need to do this over the top too. So, you know. Oh no, I don't have a button for canceled. Anyway.
Oh.
But yeah, so Brian and I separately did a voiceover together.
That's kind of cool.
We were chatting the other day, and you've heard this story like 6 times now, but we were chatting the other day, and Brian's complaining about fireworks, and I'm like, dude, I understand. Like, I know, because they don't stop in my fucking neighborhood either. And so I'm telling him, you know, for the most part, my booth keeps out all the noise, and my noise gate takes care of the rest. And my voice overpowers anything that's getting through, except for the fireworks. The fireworks are always the exception. If one pops off, I'm hearing it in my headphones. And I'm talking about my next door neighbor, Rich, has a jukebox, and he's constantly playing music on his jukebox. And Brian's like, "Oh man, that really sucks." I said, "Well, you know, it's Johnny Cash, so really all I have to do is throw a high pass filter on it, and it'll take it right out, take all that low end right out."
Whatever
you don't
works.
think that's as funny as everybody else seems to think it is.
Because I'm living it.
I guess. You have to hear the Johnny Cash every day. I got you.
I mean, I don't, not that I mind Johnny
right,
Cash.
no, exactly.
But like I said, when I got my first tattoo, we were listening to Johnny Cash, and I totally was not down with Johnny Cash at the time. I was, I think, on a Grateful Dead kick. It was just opposite ends of the spectrum. And I was like, this is not the right tattoo to be listening to Johnny Cash. But it made me appreciate, like, I stop and think of my tattoo and everything every time I hear Johnny Cash. But yeah.
So I'm telling Shirley that I'm outside listening to Johnny Cash on my phone yesterday because I'm like, man, you know, he's been playing all this Johnny Cash, but I really want to hear this one song. And then I was gonna peek around the corner and be like, "Yo, Rich, you take requests? You play that song one piece at a time?" And Shirley's like, "Oh, I don't think he has that one." I'm like, well, damn, now I really got to buy this on vinyl.
Yeah.
I like that song. It's a good song. So I was like sitting on the porch listening to the you know, legendary Johnny Cash or whatever the fuck this Johnny Cash album I have on my phone is. And I'm just like, yeah, I really want to hear this song, so I'm just going to listen to Johnny Cash. So, yeah. But,
Yeah. So,
still got 15 more minutes. Stay with me.
the fucking cats. Let's talk about the cats.
We already talked about the cats.
There's not enough of the cats.
You don't get enough of the cats?
Reese cuddled me last night.
Did she? Mm-hmm. Did she think you were me?
Maybe.
That's all right. You were.
Maybe she appreciated me because she saw Snowball being affectionate towards me. And she was like, wow, I didn't even realize that human was good for that.
Well, you're over here. You got your arm around me, and I'm laying on my left side. You got your arm around me, and Reese just comes right up into my arm.
She's so ridiculous.
I don't even have to call it. Like, she'll just come right up and lay right up against me and with her head on my arm. And
yeah.
So you're laying on. You're like big spoon, and I'm like medium spoon, and she's little spoon. And you get up and you see her on the other side of me, and you're like, oh, that's how it is. Like, yeah. I didn't choose this. This just happened.
Her, I was cuddling you. Who was cuddling me?
I was last night when I came to bed.
You mean when you were talking? No, I'm kidding. I don't know if you did last night.
I did not. I came to bed, and I put on The Simpsons, and I went to bed.
Yes. It was right
like I do most nights.
Right around medication time.
It was like an hour before that.
A little less.
It was more than an hour. It was like 3:15 when I came to bed.
Oh, I thought it was 4:45.
I don't know. I could find out when the last thing I delivered was.
If it means that much to you to be right.
Well, I don't know if I'm right. Let's find out. Let's see.
Let's
the last
find
thing
out
I
that
delivered
Joe was
last
wrong.
night was 4:00 in the morning, so you are correct.
I was right. This has been happening a lot. What's going on?
I don't know. I don't get enough sleep because I'm working all night. Can't start work till like
enough for both of us.
Can't start work till like 1:00 in the morning.
I know, it sucks. Like I don't even expect you in bed until medication time because I know you get such a late start.
I told Slater the other day, I said, dude, I'm not working for anybody but you on Saturday night, dude. Yeah. Like, I'm getting everything done Friday. I'm putting my shit on out of office mode. I'll be here if you need me. But other than that, I ain't working Saturday night. There's no fucking way.
Boom, 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 boom.
Like, you don't know fireworks until you've been here on 4th of July.
I've been here on 4th of July.
Well, I know. I'm saying. I'm talking to the people. Our people.
Oh, all 5 of them.
Yeah, we've got people out there.
But they won't admit to who they all are.
I know,
they won't
I know.
do roll call. I saw some of them do roll call, but we're missing somebody.
Apparently I'm a ghost. Jasmine says I'm a ghost.
We should do a Halloweeny episode, a spooky episode with spooky music and spooky stories. And I'll tell you about when I used to volunteer at the Van Horn Mansion haunted houses for the Newfane Junior Historical Society.
I've worked in haunted hotels. It's not spectacular.
We decorated the Victorian mansion to be a haunted house, and we built a corn maze out back, and it was really, really fun. And then the drunk people would come in, and we would fuck with them.
It was one night I was working, and, it was a busy night, and these kids come down, and they're just like, hey, is this hotel haunted? I said, yeah, it is. They said, oh, really? What happens? I said, the ghost rides the elevators. I said, really? I said, yeah. They're like, oh, no, you're lying. And then the elevator doors just open. Nobody comes on. Nobody goes on. Nobody gets off. Like, see? They're like, oh, wow. I kind of liked working at that hotel. All kinds of crazy shit would happen.
Yeah.
Like, the haunted elevators. We had a security guard that would, after I got robbed, they got a security guard. And the security guard and I would just, sit around fucking watching movies, playing video games and shit all night. And he'd just be like, yo, you want something from the kitchen? He'd just go fry up some fucking chicken fingers and shit in the kitchen.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was just, then one night I come in and they're like, oh, man, you missed a crazy day today. I said, what happened? And I said, well, a bird flew in, and, the owners had to chase him down the hall to catch him and get him back outside. And then a ferret walked in behind one of the owners. Like a fucking ferret. Like, yeah, these girls are going to take him, take the ferret and take him home and take care of him. So, okay, cool. That's awesome. So these girls lived in Arizona or something, right? So they were flying home. They come to me later in the night and they say, hey, listen, the airline said we can't, because it's not a dog or a cat, we can't bring it. So we can't take it. Like, all right, well, I'll figure something out. So I put him in the back for the night. And the maintenance guy made this chicken wire cage for him.
Wow.
So I'm like, fuck it, I live across the street. Let me bring him home.
Aww.
So I brought a ferret home. Madison was over the next day, and she was real little at the time. She comes, And the ferret gets out of the cage. It comes downstairs. She sees the ferret. She goes, "Kitty!"
Aww.
And I'm like, "No, that's a ferret. Let me get him back in his cage." So I got him back in the cage, and I gave him away to somebody, and they told me like they gave him away to somebody else, and the somebody
poor
else.
guy.
Well, the somebody else said that apparently it's in Jamie Helms's possession. So
Really?
yeah, but apparently I guess Jamie told the girl I gave it to like it's like a ferret that you would put in like a ferret show.
Oh, it's a nice one?
Yeah,
Wow.
like
It's a fancy ferret.
like I wish I would have known that. I would have maybe kept him. I don't know.
Maybe
I don't
gone
know.
to a ferret show.
I don't know nothing about ferrets or ferret shows. So I'm like, all right, I got this little weasel in my house. What am I gonna do with him?
I know.
Yeah. So yeah.
I always wanted a ferret because I thought they were really cool, but they smell so bad.
Well, you get them descented.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure this one must have been descented because he didn't smell.
Well, if it was a show ferret.
Well, I'd imagine. Yeah. But yeah, I mean,
But
like
somebody's probably really missing their show ferret.
I would imagine. But you know, how did your show ferret get out if you were taking care of him?
That's true.
Of course, he was a sneaky little motherfucker. He got out of that chicken wire cage.
Yeah.
Came walking downstairs like, "Hey, look, motherfucker, here I am."
You thought this would stop me.
Yeah. But yeah, that was, you know. It's the mic stand that I use as a projector stand now. Stole that from there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Well, no, they actually gave it to me. I asked and they said, "Yeah, you could take it." Like, okay, cool, cuz I needed a mic stand. I never owned a mic stand in my life before that.
Yeah.
And I was a singer in a band. So like, I kind of probably need a mic stand. Hey, you guys using this mic stand for anything? You know. So I got the mic stand and yeah. But anyway, so yeah, I got the mic stand.
Got the mic stand.
Yeah. Still have it to this day and it's still a piece of shit. Not that these are any better.
Yeah.
And I paid for these. The one I got in the booth is okay. It's still a cheap one. Mm-hmm. It's the same one I got at band practice, which Brian will tell you is a cheap one. Mm-hmm. But, you know, it's better than these. These are awful. I don't like these. These were a bad idea. These were a bad investment. Laura says, "Why are you wearing headphones?"
So we can hear each other.
So we can monitor the podcast, so we know what it sounds like. So when we make noises like that, we know.
So that when I fart, I can tell if the mic picked it up.
Right, exactly.
And then I can wait and see if Joe's nose picks it up.
I can push this one, and I can only hear Karina now. I can't hear me.
I can hear you.
You can hear me. You can hear everything. I can only hear. This only affects my headphones.
Oh.
Anyway. Yeah.
Do mine.
I can't do yours because yours aren't connected to number one there. But yeah, see, it doesn't affect your headphones. It only affects my headphones. See?
Okay.
That's a solo button for my headphones specifically.
I get it.
Yes. Anyway.
I get it.
Karina's learning the studio today. Today she's because I had to go look for the electrician while the music was playing. I'm like, if I'm not back, you press this button, you press this button. So you're learning. You'll be hosting your own show in no time.
That's okay.
You can host with Laura. She's been dying to do a show.
Okay.
Yeah. Laura and Karina are going to do a show.
Laura doesn't have to wear headphones.
And I'll retire. I won't have to do this anymore. No, I'm kidding. I love doing this. This is like the one thing I'm like excited about all week. Like, ooh, Wednesday, podcast day. I get to make these cool NHL themed thumbnails. You know, my Winnipeg Jets one for today. That is not on the video currently, but I'm going to have to put it on later after the show.
Oh.
But it came out so cool. And you know what's weird is I have like I thought I had all the NHL jersey fonts.
Yeah.
I don't have Winnipeg.
Yeah.
So I'm like, and they have a very unique font. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to have to figure this out on my own. So I found a font that was similar, but then like a bunch of the letters were different. Like the N and the W are different. So I'm like, shit. So I had to like insert letters from other fonts.
The Karina, Jasmine, and Laura show. I like it.
Be a rating smash.
Who would listen?
I would.
Bless you.
Thank you. I'm probably going to sneeze again.
Jesus loves you.
I'm sure he does. That's what I get from these voiceovers I'm doing every
Jesus says
night.
he loves you.
Jesus only wanted to fuck me. Yeah, I've been doing all these, Jesus type voiceover stuff over the last few nights, and it's just like, I don't know what these words are. What the fuck is ecclesiastical?
Now you know. Bless you.
Yes, I do, because I still don't know. I had to like...
You had to pronounce it right.
I had to pronounce it right, so I actually had to like look it up, how to pronounce it.
Yeah.
I'm like, and laity is another word. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that is.
One.
I don't know these Christian-ass words.
Your eyes twitching like you're going to sneeze again.
I might.
Can I make your eyes stop twitching?
How are you going to make my eyes stop twitching?
I'll hold it in place.
You're going to hold it in place. Okay. Jasmine is cursing me. She said, curse you.
It's the curse is working.
It is, yeah. My eyes twitch. I can feel it now. Thanks. Anyways.
You need a banana. You need more potassium.
I guess. Well, it's time for us to get out of here, so we're going to play this last song. This is Satan is a Penpal, and this song is called Death of an Eagle on all WNY Think So Joe Show, and we'll see you next week.
Judging the fields at the rapture, wondering what went wrong. Just relax, count your blessings. Just relax, the time is almost come. Just relax, count your blessings. Just relax, the time is almost come.